Hey y'all, it's Kim from Kim Dixon Creative and for TLC Designs today. This is my day 7 on my holiday card series. And today I'm using the Double Dial 2 die set, the Classic Santa digital paper set, and also the Holiday Fun stamp set. And so I've gone ahead and cut out all my die pieces and colored up my little images, simply because if I didn't, this video would be 4 days long. What you see me doing here is I've gotten my card front cut from the die set, and I am drawing some slanted lines across the bottom with a black Sharpie marker, and I'm going to make that look somewhat like a wood floor, or that's my intention, is to make it look like a wooden floor. And I'm taking a Memento black marker right now and just kind of making some dots along the way, little circles or ovals, to make it kind of look like the knots in the wood. I want it to look like a nice rustic wood floor. And I'm just going to take one of my alcohol markers and color over all of that, and to make it look like the wood floor. I've tried several different methods of coloring a wood floor, and I can't tell you that I like one over the other. I can't tell you that I'm an expert at it or perfect, but I think in the long run, after I get done with it, it looks pretty good. I go back in with a little darker brown just to give it some dimension, you know, just coloring in different spots, just sections, no rhyme or reason about where I put it. And now I'm going to come in, move my masking tape up just a little bit, and come in with the gray marker to kind of give it a baseboard. And then my wall is going to be white. I'm just going to place my little images here and get them like I think I want them to be. And then get my little die piece set. And of course, you know, I think I'm doing the greatest thing in the world, but then I realized, hey Kim, you've got to turn that over and put it on the other side. So I do, and take it over to my die machine, my die cutting machine, and get it cut out. I used a little piece of washi tape to hold that down. Now I'm going to assemble the components of this die. The little dial part goes there in the corner, and I'm using the smallest brads that I could find to put all these together. And you see me take a little piece of cardstock occasionally and slide it up underneath the brad. That little piece that you see me sliding up under there is right there is the little tool that is cut out by the die set to keep you from tightening down your brad a little too tight, so that you want all of your components to move freely, which you'll see I messed that up here in just a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to assemble my little pieces. I've got my little guy sitting there in his stool. I'm going to get his stool put right where I want it. And he is going to be sitting on that stool, but then attempting to put the star on top of the tree. And I struggle getting him to stick to this, not because the piece is wrong, not because the way I glued it, but mainly because I'm impatient and I didn't let it dry. So I try a little piece of foam tape, and we'll get that stuck on there and see if that helps. But ultimately I end up realizing I just need to be patient. That's not something that I am. And So here I finally get a clue and put him down, and I'm going to hold him for a little bit before I start trying out his little mechanism. And while he's drying, I'm going to go ahead and stick down my Christmas tree there that they're decorating, and his little friend is hanging an ornament there. She's all colored up in pink. If y'all haven't noticed, pink is one of my favorite colors, so there's going to be pink when I can on a card. So I'm now going to put the star in the little boy's hand so that when he is dialing up to the top, he is putting that star on top of the tree. Now, to fill in some on the top, I'm going to come in with this string of lights and put toward the top of the card. I've not used that stamp, so I'm just going to stamp it a couple of times just to make sure that I'm going to get a good impression, since I'm not using my Misty. And then I stamp the Sentiment Sparkle all the way. And he works fairly well. I test him out. So now you see I'm cutting out the other components of the double dial card base, and I'm using the classic Santa digital paper pack, and getting that all glued up and like I want it. And I'm going to use these foam squares. I swear I think they're multiplying. I'm not crazy about these foam squares, but I refuse to just throw them away. I want them to be purposeful, so I keep trying to use them up. And you see I placed a foam square in the wrong place, because look, he won't go all the way to the top. And as my granddaughter said, she goes, "That girl won't let him put the star on top of the tree." I'm like, well, we'll call it the girl, but it's really that foam tape that's back there that Grammy put in the wrong place. But anyway, watch where you're putting your foam tape when you're using this die set. So anyway, I've got my card fully assembled, and I still think he's cute. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hopping along on this 7-day journey of holiday cards. I know that by the time this one plays, that it will be very close to Christmas, if not Christmas Day. I hope that if you celebrate Christmas, I hope that you have the most merriest Christmas of all. I hope that you have fun with your family and your friends. If you don't celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever, you know, I hope that this time of the year is very special for you. Celebrate something. Find something to celebrate. There's always something to be excited for and to be thankful for, and just to be grateful for. So, and I'm grateful for all of you for watching these videos, for liking and sharing. If you're not subscribed to the TLC Designs YouTube channel, please do so. I am going to leave links to all of the products that I used in the description box below, as well as my socials down there. I would love it if you would come over and check out my channel or my Instagram and like or subscribe if you are so inclined. But at any rate, know that I will see you again in 2022. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you then. Bye.